Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this from. We've got some massive breaking news coming around and coming from Boston, of course. Yes, we're back here again. We are back here again with this ongoing saga. But the breaking news is the BBBOC, the British Boxing Border Control and UKAD have won their appeal against the National Anti-Doping Panel's decision to lift Conor Benn's suspension and hear him to fight. It was previously claimed that the National Anti-Doping Panel decision was focused heavily on UKAD's inability to rule on further tests and did not include an examination of science explaining why chloroquine was found in Conor Benn's system. It's currently unclear what the next steps will be, whether Benn's suspension will now be reinstated and whether he could have to face a fresh hearing. So yeah, that is the breaking news. Feel free to take your thoughts down below. You know my thoughts. I mean, I've spoken about this since it all started. For me, you are responsible for what goes in your body, in my opinion. You are responsible for what goes in your body. And Conor Benn, calm as a bit for the way you've handled this situation. There's no way he could get away with it, in my opinion, Conor Benn. There's no way he can get away with it, in my opinion. Dylan White, if you look at Dylan White, he's actually done through it the quiet way, hasn't he? He hasn't started prowling at people. But he been violent about it as well. Telling the British board to do one as well, Conor Benn. So, but I've spoken about this numerous times, and for me, nothing changes. Conor Benn is guilty. Simple as that. For me, if you take PEDs, if you take performance enhancing drugs, you're guilty. Simple as that. If you take drugs in boxing, you're guilty. Simple as that. Dylan White is still guilty, by the way. Dylan White's still guilty. I'm not getting him off, but he has gone through the right way to try and heal himself. We still don't know the Dylan White situation. We still don't know if he's actually here to fight in the UK, because Ireland is obviously not part of the British border control, even though you could say, well, it's technically, Ireland's in the UK, and yes, you want to start that independent bullshit then. So, I mean, what will happen now? I still think this will go on. Before we all start jumping the gun, saying, "Oh, he's done get a ban. It's been going on for 2 years. This situation's been going on for 2 years, and I still think it probably will go on. To be honest with you, because I don't think Conor Benn. I think Conor Benn won't accept it. Conor Benn will still want to go through it again, even though you have to say he's guilty. You have to say he's guilty, so. But who knows? Let's wait and see. What happens from it. But that is the news. That is the breaking news. Massive breaking news. The British Bottom Border Control and UKAD have won their appeal against National Anti-Doping Panel's decision to give Conor Benn suspension to clear him to fight. So we still probably don't have a. I still think we're going to face more hurdles yet before this situation is fully done. because I'm bored of it. I am bored of this situation now. I'm bored of this saga. It's been going on for 2 years now. For almost 2 years, and still nothing, in my opinion. But that is the latest news from it. And let's hope it all gets settled now. Let's hope it all gets settled. And let's hope these fighters get punished fairly for trying to take drugs in boxing. So, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. For me, Conor Benn, key guilty, let's be real. It's key guilty. And for me, with my final words on this, if Conor Benn was cleared, if Conor Benn somehow obviously cleared his name, which I don't think he can, I just don't think Conor Benn can clear his name, in my opinion. But if he did clear his name, Conor Benn, I think that will put the British boxing up no control, as I told him. It would be a huge mess on their part, in my opinion. So, but feel free to leave your thoughts down below on this breaking news, on this massive news. And feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments on what you think will happen to Conor Benn.